Amanda here from createyourfuture.co. So today I have an exciting video, basically 3 common mistakes that will slow down your manifestation. So this video is for you if you're wondering and waiting for your manifestation, you're wondering why things aren't happening fast enough. We're going to dive into some common roadblocks that we put up for ourselves. Just before we dive into it, I mean, who loves something for free? I know I do. So guys, we are giving away a free course, how to find your blocks to manifest anything fast, as well as I do have an intention track and a course, or my intention track is how to get rid of the third party, and my course is create the relationship you love. They're actually on sale, so definitely check out the link for all of those. The free course and my courses are in the description below. So yeah, let's dive straight into it, guys. Okay. The first thing that I see is people questioning techniques, questioning how to do things, okay? So the basic is, as long as you're focusing on what you want, there's no wrong way to do this, okay? So, it doesn't matter if your affirmation or intention is in the past tense, present tense, or future tense. It's still going to happen, okay? You're not putting it out into the future. I'm going to tell you why. Your subconscious mind, only sees in pictures. It doesn't actually find time to get the hiccups. I intend my hiccups go away. Okay, we're good. Okay, so your subconscious mind only sees in pictures. So if I was to say to you, don't think of a blue duck, you just thought of a blue duck because your subconscious mind can only see in pictures, and it has zero concept of time. Zero. So once you make the picture, it's got to show up in your reality somewhere, okay? How do things, because I know this is what you're thinking, well then how come some things show up far out in the future? How did I create that? Excellent question. I'm going to answer that as well. Because we do what we sometimes call double binding. We double bind ourselves, or we put like a prerequisite to what we want to create. So an example of that is, well, I want to be in a relationship, but I need to work on myself first. So now you've just created that you need to work on yourself before you're going to have that relationship. Another common one I hear is, I need to lose 5 pounds before I want to go on a date. Now you've just made it where you need to lose 5 pounds before you're going to go on that date. Okay. I want to start a business, but I need to get my life together first. Okay. Now you need to get your life together. The thing is those don't have to happen that way. You can say, I want to lose 5 pounds and I want to go on a date, and you will have both. Not one has to be done before the other one's going to happen. So yeah, how you push things in the future is you put something that has to happen before it. You manifest your own timeline. You double bind yourself into that, where you need to create something before the other thing is going to happen. But you don't need to do that. You can easily change your language and say, instead of but, put an and there. I want this and I want that. I want this and this is going to happen. Instead of, I want this, but I want this, but I need to do this. Get it? Okay. So stop questioning the way you're doing the techniques as well. Like, for instance, scripting, there's no right or wrong way to do it. There is no right or wrong way. The only point is that you're focusing on what you want. Same with visualizing. If you don't like visualizing, don't. If you don't like scripting, don't. None of these techniques are an absolute must, okay? They're just there as a fun way to get us to focus on what we want. Some people love writing. They can write for hours and hours and hours and hours, and they absolutely enjoy it. I am not one of those people. I still manifest everything just fine. Some people love to visualize. Some people can't even conjure up, even the slightest image in their mind. That's totally fine. All those techniques are just out there for you to have fun with your manifesting, to make, focusing on what you want a little bit different. It's like exercising. You may not like the treadmill, but that doesn't mean you're not going to lose weight, because you may love aerobics and, doing Pilates or something. So, it's like exercise. You choose what you enjoy to do to make this process fun. Now, regardless of what technique you choose, you always have to do a good mental diet, okay? Because I remember years ago, okay, I was doing SATs, okay? I was doing SATs to like recreate my boss at work when I had a job, and because they were just absolutely miserable to me. And every night I would visualize what I wanted, and I would like live from the end, and I'd hear people saying, wow, you really turned that around. But then guess what? Come morning and all throughout the day on my drive to work, I would be having an inner conversation of a fight with the person. And then sure enough, that would happen. And it was like, why isn't my SAT showing up? Why is this showing up? Well, that's because I'm basically undoing all that hard work I did in SATs throughout the day when I'm driving to work having this inner conversation, which is a complete fight with them. So you've got to be on top of your thoughts. I actually don't do any techniques at all. I just do a mental diet because that's all we really need, right? But if you do these other techniques, remember, always create that they're working. I remember I spoke with somebody and it was like big when that like, you know, 3x3 technique was out, was for 3 days, write your, you know, intention or affirmation 30 times. And I remember this person said to me, well, I only wrote it 28 times one day. Is it going to manifest? Well, yes, intend it still works. It's not the formula. It's not the technique. It's your belief that what you're doing, your technique you're doing is going to work. So always create, no matter how you say your intentions, they're going to work. So like, for instance, okay, I did intentions in the future tense before. You know, I said, look at this is going to happen. Okay. And it still happened. So like, for instance, one time I had to take back these rotten potatoes, but I didn't have the receipt. And Andrew goes, well, are they going to take it back? Like, you don't have the receipt, of course, because I'm pushed out and I was worried. He's me pushed out and I was worried about that. So I was like, yeah, they are. I said, Andrew, I'm going to tell you what's going to happen. I'm like, I'm going to walk in there and the cashier that rang me through is going to remember me. And she's going to be like, oh yeah, you just bought these today. No problem. I'll give you, you know, a refund. And she's going to give me the refund. And so then I went down to the store and that's exactly what happened. Okay. So don't get hung up on, you know, if you're doing these techniques correctly, you know, because thinking you've done them wrong and that something's not going to manifest, that's going to block you right there. Just say, look, no matter how you did it your way. As long as you're focusing on what you want, it's going to work. It's absolutely 100% going to work. So yeah, so that's that. Remember, your subconscious mind does not know any time. It always sees in pictures. So stop questioning how you're doing techniques. Focus on the technique being successful, regardless of how you did it. And as well, keep on top of your mental diet. So questioning and giving your power away are the other two, right? So overthinking your techniques is one. Okay, questioning and giving away your power is like the 2 and 3. So they go together because questioning is a block. I know there's affirmations out there, and if they work for you, great. If you're not sure what an affirmation is, what it is it's basically an affirmation in the form of a question, right? So it's more like, why does he love me so much? Why does he always want to spend time with me? So instead of saying, you know, he always wants to spend time with me, you're saying, why does he want to do it? And you're making your affirmation into a question. Now, they work for some people. There's really nothing wrong with them. Personally, I don't like them because we're creatures of habit. And if we start getting into the habit of questioning, we could go to the other end very quickly. So questioning is a block when you're questioning what the other person's thinking, when you're questioning why your manifestation isn't coming, when you're questioning if the technique you did didn't work or did work, when you're questioning why everything's taken so long, when you're questioning how long you have to wait, when you're questioning anything that is focused on lack or you not having what you want, you're blocking it, okay? Because everyone is you pushed out. If you're questioning what they're thinking, you're giving their power away. Your power away. You're the only one in your quantum bubble. Everything in your reality reflects outwards, okay? 100%. You are in control of your reality. Everything in your quantum bubble is you. Your mind is constantly projecting everything out to everybody in the universe because that's your little bubble and they're reflecting it back to you. So instead of questioning what somebody's saying, sit down right now and go, you know what? I'll tell you what they're thinking. I'll tell you exactly what they're thinking about me, especially if it's an SP. Take some time right now. You know what? My SP is thinking about me. They always want to call me. They love to hear my voice. They always want to spend all their time with me. You know, I'm the best thing that's ever happened to them. And I can hear them say that. They say that to me all the time. You know, whatever you want them to think and feel and whatever you want to hear from them, just create that now instead of questioning. Whenever you start questioning, you know, what's going on, what's happening, remind yourself, everyone's me pushed out. This is my reality. I get to create what I want and start focusing on what you want. I remember I was going to this networking event and for some reason I was really nervous and I kind of went inside and I said, why do I have anxiety about this? And I was like, oh, I'm worried about what people think about me. I'm like, oh, well, that's a block because I want to go there and obviously, you know, promote, create your future and have a good night. So all of a sudden on the car ride there, I started saying to myself, you know, everyone's going to love me. I'm going to run out of business cards. Everyone's going to be like crowding around me and they're going to be like, oh my goodness, I love your channel. You're doing such great things. You're helping the world. And I'm like, yeah, I am, you know, duh. And sure enough, that's exactly what happened. I ran out of business cards and people had to take a picture of my business card on their phone because I didn't have one for them. And I brought a stack and, you know, and it was great. So, you know, check in with yourself, right? Why are you anxious? Chances are that's because you're worried about an outcome. Easily fixed, okay? Stop worrying about the outcome, stop questioning what the outcome is, and start creating what the outcome is, right? Really take that time to sit with yourself and go, okay, what thoughts are going to make me feel better right now, right? So no more questioning, what other people are thinking. No more giving your power away to them, because you are the creator of your reality, right? You're the 100% creator of your reality. And that's important for us to remember. And same thing with techniques, right? Don't overthink if they're working or not. Just, enjoy the time that you're spending thinking about and building what your future is going to be, right? And what you want to experience. And just say, no matter how you did it, it's working. Because, you're powerful, right? You're so powerful. I believe in each and every one of you guys, right? And that's why, we've been doing this for so long. This is why we give everything away in our videos, because, we know you can be successful. We want you guys to be successful and to have your dream life. Each and every one of you guys deserve it. And I believe in each and every one of you guys. So yeah, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.